here in Spa, and the preparation that we need to do and how you approach a 24-hour race is completely different to any other. This is my first time racing a 24-hour race, so obviously we put in quite a bit of work to it, because the preparation that you need to do to the body, the sleep schedules, is very important, the food is very important, everything is super important at the end of the day. You cannot just leave the body work for 24 hours and do the whole job, right? You just need to help it out, be with it. Just finish my exams as well, so that helped us quite a lot to just mainly focus on the racing side and don't need to be just focusing trying to get the deadlines and exams done. So that was pretty good, just to prepare for the biggest event of the year. The prologue has been going good so far. A lot of wet running. We had a few dry sessions. Very quick, very competitive. All of the guys are doing really well. We have Zach now, that is the fourth driver that is joining us, and he's a really good guy. I have a good relationship with him. I worked with him in the past as well, so he'll be quick. It's a good asset that we have him on the team, that's for sure. And then with Zach and Jaden, pretty good. Getting to work here in Spa is been really nice. So yeah, the preparation for the team is been going good. The running that we're doing is more based for resistance, see how the car will behave, tire degradation, fuel consumption, etc, etc, etc. So at the moment is looking really good. But as I said before, we are at the prologue. We are testing, and it's the first time that everyone is getting the car on track, and obviously they're not showing all of their pace. We have really strong car lineups here and new ones that they weren't at other races of the championship, so they won't be in other races of the championship. So it's good to see all of these new entries with drivers like Kevin Estre coming on, and yeah, it's just making the field be more than what it was before. Apart from that, I do really love this track. Like, going through Eau Rouge the first time flat out on lap 3, my first time here with this car, it was fucking unbelievable. The whole feeling and the flow of the track is so good, and I do really love this track, and I do really enjoy it more with the GT3 car than with any other car that I've done it before. So this is amazing, and the 24 hours are gonna be unbelievable. As everyone knows, we don't have unlimited time on the track, but we sort of do. That's why the simulator comes along. You can spend hundreds, thousands of hours, X amount of time in here with a similarity about 90% about what is going to be the track, and you can basically practice every sort of thing that can happen on the race. So simulator is super important. I think it's key value for my preparation for each race. Having the best material to be able to train with is super important, and it gets you and it makes you be ready at 120% for the next races. So right now I'm preparing for Monza. I'll be switching between Monza and Road Atlanta and Spa. That is the following 3 races that we have coming up to. So yeah, it's just doing a full preparation, doing races, doing quality simulations, everything that you can imagine, you can do it. Because at the end of the day, in the simulator world, you can practice and do as much as you want.
I think I agree with you. Having a car balance that is more, let's say, not affected by the car head.
Yeah,
Or like
exactly.
what? How do you like in the race?
I think that will be because here is gonna be a lot of traffic all the time.
Yeah.
But obviously we need to see, because if we make a car that is like that, then it will be a snappy car. To get it done, we need to obviously have a car that covers the full race first of all, and it's easy to drive along the whole race. And second of all, that we all can drive.
Yeah. We get 3 sessions pretty much before qualifying, so I know
It's a
where
lot
we
of
are.
running.
Kind of.
Well,
if you
divided
like
by
2
four.
drivers,
Yeah, that's
by
true.
4 drivers, like, don't know.
Not too much, but I
Especially
think it's
like
good.
you go red flag and all this kind of stuff, so it will be a little tough.
Well, free practice 1 already done. Today was early day, only 1 hour and a half on track. It was alright, pretty comfortable on the car. All Rouge flat out since lap 1. Only thing is we're struggling a little bit with the car, just because of the new VOP that SRL has given us. They changed completely the whole car that we brought from the product. So obviously getting used to that. It has been one thing, but I already spoke with the engineers, already spoke with the team, and they know what to do. I think we already did a small change that Zach is now on the car. So very good about that. Had some battles with the 59 car and fight with some Mercs and Porsche. So yeah, very fun out there. I'm really enjoying it, my time here in Spa. It is such an amazing event. You can see there is still cars on the track, and there is non-stop people. It's just always people on track, just outside. Unbelievable. Really cool event. And this is like the MTV house tours. This is where it's gonna be our home for the race weekend. Welcome. We have here our kitchen, where we have our bottles of water. Got a fridge with bottles of water. Do you want a bottle of water? And then we were gonna have a gym here, but we have a jump video if it works. And then here we have what is the living room. Josh and Zach are gonna sleep in the big room, and they're gonna be little spoon and big spoon. They're gonna sleep together. And then you see, here's the room. It's quite soft and quite fun, so they're gonna probably have some fun. They're sleeping both of them together mid stint. And then here in the smaller room is Jaden and myself. I'm in the top bed and Jaden is on the bottom bed. So I hope I don't fall over in the sleep. And then here, last but not least, we got the bathroom where we can take a quick shower. We can just, obviously there is access to both rooms from the bathroom. There's not 2 bathrooms, there's only 1. And yeah, this is our house for the 24 hours of Spa.
The 2026 CrowdStrike 24 Hours of Spa is here. On Saturday, a 69-car field featuring 10 manufacturers will contest the biggest GT race in the world. McLaren is the only brand that hasn't previously won overall, but don't discount Garage 59's Pro Crew, led by last year's Super Bowl winner Marvin Kirchhoffer. There's also plenty of chances in gold and silver, with entries from CSA, Greystone, Optimum and RJN.
But lately I've been doing better than the last 4 cold Decembers I recall. And I hold you every night. It's a feeling I can.
Drivers Paradise. Here we are. The closest that we're gonna be with all of the GT World Challenge fans today, this weekend, and an amazing experience, I'll say. Just be able to share and be here with all of these people. The only passion that joins us that is motorsport. It is absolutely unbelievable. We're all here just waiting for Jaden. He's the one sweating in the car and feeling hot. So that's for him. And he'll be coming soon. Some of the car has already gone, some of the Porsches and everything. So I hope they're all good. We got Mr. Mickey here. He's taking the car back. He said he's gonna do at least 3 burnouts. 4 burnouts. So let's see how you're taking the car back.
Yeah, I have.
That's gonna be super cool. It's until 9, so we got 3 hours.
You gotta hang on the spoiler on the back.
Yeah, I'll be like Spider-Man.
Just watch out, make sure you don't burn your legs up the
Nah, because it'll be too fast. I'll be like hanging like this.
No, I meant you sit down, legs there, spoiler comes across you, hold on.
Well, it's breakfast time. We're gonna start the day. Actually looking quite sunny here in Spa, and probably Thursday is gonna be our busiest day. We go free practice 1. I'm gonna put a new set of tires. Perfect. Like a kid with new shoes. Then we go free practice 2. It's gonna be quite good for practice. Then we go straight for qualifying, and there is 4 qualis, 1 for each driver. And when that's done, straight after we go night practice. So this is probably the most busiest day, apart from the 24 hours race, excusez-moi, that we are gonna have in the whole race weekend. Looking forward to it. A lot of track time, but we need to divide it by 4.
What a wicked game to play. Of Harry George in the Optimum McLaren Pintos here in the Greystone GT car. Popped into Mark McLaughlin, team owner of Greystone earlier. He was really happy with his driver's performance and his team's. Like you said earlier, David, big step up for Greystone, but they seem to be holding their own in the most competitive GT championship in the world.
Tommy Pintos, the young Spaniard who did have a spell racing in the UK in Ginetta Juniors. Seems like half this grid has done Ginetta Juniors. If you're under the age of 25, you'll have been on the Ginetta Junior grid. So Tommy Pintos here looking pretty rapid with personal bests in the sectors. So 3 drivers, Gachet, Gazzo and Oliveira, all in the 16s.
Feel this way. What a wicked thing to do, to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say. You never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do.
Well, baby, we made it into the Super Bowl just by 1 position, but what an experience. What a quality. We were quite unlucky on Josh's run. He found some traffic, so that would put us on the edge, and everything else was quite good. Jaden had a couple red flags as well, so that didn't help him, and then it didn't help to maintain the heat on the tires, but he managed to do a good job. Zach with the full tank at the beginning, he did an amazing job, only being 1/10 slower than Jaden, so really good with the full tank. And yeah, as soon as the tire temperature dropped down, the times did as well, and we managed to make it. So let's see tomorrow. We go night practice now. Everyone needs to do a few amount of laps on the night, obviously on the track. All of the reference are gone, unless are ones in the track, but it's just gonna be the lights that we get from the race car. So it's a whole different track, and that's the beauty of endurance racing. You race half of the race in the day, half in the race in the night, and those were like the night animals, the night crawlers comes out. Well, once more, the night amazed me. The experience of fighting with the best drivers and just being able to overtake that. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how many cars I overtook. Silver, gold, pro-am, bronze, everything. I probably overtook 1 car from each class. It was unbelievable. Outside, inside, left, right, center. doing a front flip. Everything happens on the night. It's fun. If you're in Spa, I don't know if I'm Spa or I'm traveling to Mars. It is darker than in space. There is no stars, there is no anything. And then you just see a massive white light coming from the rear mirrors. That's it. Unbelievable. There is no words to describe this. It's just absolutely unbelievable.
The CrowdStrike 24 Hours of Spa is the biggest and best GT3 race in the world. It is a round of GT World Challenge Europe powered by AWS Endurance Cup. It is also a round of Intercontinental GT Challenge. We've got 69 cars, 10 manufacturers on the grid with battles in Pro, Gold, Silver, Bronze and Pro-Am. We are set for a stunning 24-hour race. So to an absolutely huge crowd. It has been a very, very hot week. We were here last week for British GT and it was boiling hot then. It's got no cooler and a huge crowd on hand. It's going to be a very tough race, this, not only, Joe, because it is so wide open, but that temperature is going to be a big factor.
And it's something we've never seen in the history of this race. We're 10 degrees hotter than last year, which was already warm, and already we've seen problems, haven't we, over the weekend. Quite a few engine changes going on for cars, but also...
Well, we're here at the starting grid of the most iconic race. 24-hour Spa. It's gonna begin. We got half an hour. Iconic cars coming over. Best drivers on the grid. And it's just gonna be amazing. Josh is starting the race. He's gonna be doing the first stint. I'm jumping fourth. They want to maximize my track time on the night as I'm the fastest one there, and we're gonna try to make a big advantage. I was quite similar to the pro space on the night, so that's gonna be our turning point. So we're just gonna try to do a good job in there. Let's see what the team says. Let's see what the team strategy is going to be. So let's go for it. We're expecting to do around 6 hours in the car. We're gonna be run over by a Ferrari. So let's go for it. It's just such an amazing experience. It's careful. It's quite amazing to be here. I still cannot believe it. I still cannot believe it. I still think sometimes it's a dream, but you know, dreams sometimes become reality. So let's go for it.
Since 1924, drivers have battled around the clock in the Ardennes Forest. Heroes have been made, dreams realised, and sometimes hopes dashed. It's the 79th running of the CrowdStrike 24 Hours of Spa, the biggest and best GT3 race in the world. 69 cars, 10 manufacturers, 254 drivers. Let's go racing. Ferrari versus McLaren at the front of the grid. The cars make their way now then up towards the lights, which will blink green to get racing underway. It is going to be Nicholas Nielsen then that makes the best start as they accelerate downhill for the first time with Maro Engel there almost being squeezed off the road as he tried to get through. There's another car getting a little bit crossed up, and that looked like Marvin Kirchhofer in the background. They climbed the hill for the first time. Up Radion, so far so good. It's busy in the mid-pack. The Mercedes have got themselves together with Hunker there jumping ahead of Engel. There's Ojin Mining in the Mustang also trying to gain ground in a straight line with all of that power from the Ford Mustang, but it's Nicholas Nielsen leading then as the cars go up towards Les Cons for the first time. It is the first race lap. It is effectively lap 2 of the race itself, given that extra formation lap, but it is Ferrari that leads at Spa.
Great driving from all so far. I was surprised Danny Junquier in the Verstappen.com car was so far behind the car, and that really hurt him. Engel got the best start, but Shandov cut him across. I think there was a slight bit of contact between those two, and Audi going through the gravel trap on the exit of Le Cons. If that's the biggest drama we get on the first lap, we've done well.
Yeah, so far so good. Keep that phrase in mind as they come downhill from Pouhon. There's a car going through the gravel at Speaker's Corner, and and everybody seems to be happy with the start from race control's point of view as we dive now down through Pouhon. Everybody going for the same bit of track position, knowing that in a race like this you just can't afford to lag back for a second. Never mind all this about looking after tyres. And there's drama in the background. It's an Aston and an Audi that get together. 34 Vulcan horse. It's a Trezor Attento car, and mayhem has broken out. 3 cars, 4 cars involved, and we may get more. It was the Audi that ran wide of Pouhon and came across the road. That was 66 in the hands of Adrian Lee. The Motorsport, Tobias Muller driven Porsche is in as well.
Yeah, and we haven't seen any traffic yet. I'm not sure the leaders will get traffic yet. The slowest car in front of our leader is Alex Harker, who got back out. He's doing 2:21, so he's getting caught a second half a lap, but I don't think he's going to trouble our leaders in this stint.
So through they turn once again around La Source down towards Adam Smalley. Canister before the race started. Does not do much. And, that takes you past the college on towards the Cours Paul Frere and then back up towards Blanchimont. We are now working for the leader. Lap 1:13, and it's still Lukas Stoltz up front.
Yeah, the pace has been really nice from Stoltz. Ben Jagurtha, I think, has been much stronger in this stint than his opening stint. That could, of course, be the conditions. The McLaren coming alive. 4.1 seconds behind the lead car of Stoltz. Jake Dennis right in the mix of this race now, isn't he? Only 6 seconds down. We've got the top 7 cars, top 8 within 20 seconds. We've got a good race on our hands here.
We have indeed, and there the Porsche closing right up under braking and actually making the corner. I thought the escape road beckoned there, but the is that the high-class car got away with that as the field come up over the timing line. All of that was happening ahead of 32 BMW that's just gone by, so the car that's now got Jordan Pepper at the wheel is down in 30th place, but it is on the lead lap still, just.
Yeah, super important. So a safety car brings them back in the game, will nullify the gap to the leader. That's the important part for them, and that's just going to be the long strategy WRT have been forced to play.
So downhill through Eau Rouge they go, and the top speed at Eau Rouge going into the corner, still the brave Maxime Osten on 246 kilometres an hour from early on. Now this is where it gets difficult. You've got traffic around.
Car sitting sideways down there, and Pure Racing, Alexei Nesov down now. He's 3 laps down because obviously going nowhere in that Pure Racing Porsche. Car number 44, another great livery, and sitting in the pit lane. Just looking at the state of that car, not bad. We did have one car that had a problem and lost 15 seconds having its tear-off strip. It didn't want to remove. I mean, where's that in the list of things that can go wrong?
It is endurance racing after all, and stranger things have happened, but it's those little things that you don't expect. Under the the evening hours here, we've already seen the 21 fall afoul of going off track, but that
Yeah, we go into Blanchimont, needs to stay left.
What happened? This is the replay of the accident, and just looking to pick him. Oh, just kissed. Right, left-hand wheels just kissed the gravel, went over the curbing. Then the Aston Martin whipped around and rear-end impact. I couldn't really work it. It's actually an unusual one there. People normally have an accident a bit further around the corner after a sort of rodeo ride where they bounce through the gravel. That was just.
ask how hard is braking this car?
Yeah.
Es no bueno.
It's just quite a lot, you can tell by my foot. But I think it's just because of the heat and everything, how everything just behaves, I don't know. I take it triple stint, double stint and single stint, I'm not sure one. I'll take that.